talk about what that means here in just a little bit. But Denim & Company is that brand that we build our better wardrobe on. And Morgan and Jackie are doing just that in this favorite jersey ballet sleeve top. Now, it's the only order of the year. And I think some of us might be looking at the screen and thinking, oh, great. I get favorite jersey. I love this silhouette. It's $44.98. Totally ordering. Please do not forget, you're getting two. You're getting two perfectly paired colors together at an everyday value. So let's go through the colors. Gary, here, come on out. Because we showed this at the beginning of our show, and it was already wildly popular.
Oh, I can imagine.
1,500 already spoken for.
Look at the value.
It's so good.
We don't have favorite jersey at that value.
For even one. Yes.
What?
For even one.
For even one.
This is one of those where we kind of do our QVC flex of value. Did you see that?
I did. I like that.
For $44.98, so it ends up being about $22 a change, a top, and you're not paying extra shipping then to get two different colors. So gray and white do come together, and if you are in need, as most of us are this time of year, for a new, fresh white top, this is the way to get it with the gray and the white. The peach and the dark teal is a really pretty rich shade. And then I'm in this beautiful, it's called Willow. No, this one is medium orchid, I'm so sorry. So medium orchid with the black. Now there's only 800. Are you sure? I demand a recount. But that's not very many. That's why I was like, it's a really good combo. And then we do have the willow green with that beautiful natural. That's another great choice. A natural choice. Okay, and then come on. You need to have a great red top.
Yes.
Memorial Day, Labor Day, 4th of July, under a denim jacket. Red looks fabulous. There's only 900 to go around. And then you also get the clear skies. But this is all about that QVC value. So what we've done with some of our everyday value pieces is really living up to our middle name of value. And these are the pieces that you shop for. They're the essentials that you come back to, kind of the tried and true from Denim & Company, and the ones that you rebuy every year. So what we did is we took a cue from you and how you shop. Okay, you love perfect jersey. You love this silhouette. So we're gonna do a duo. Right, maximize some savings for you, and instead of spending, what, $44.98 for one, you get $44.98 for two. That's an everyday value you don't want to miss. So Gary, we talk about everyday, yes, the value, but also the jersey. This one's favorite jersey.
This is favorite jersey, and it has become our favorite for sure. It's a cotton rayon spandex blend, so whenever you add rayon into anything, it's going to give it a soft, drapey hand. Never tight or clingy, just really super comfortable and effortless to wear. Machine wash, tumble dry. And if you know, whether you look at this on Allie or the beautiful models, it's got that perfectly round neckline that's not too low, right? Great décolleté coverage. It's finished with that binding all around, so you get a nice designer finish. There's a heat seal label in the back. We love that, so no itchy. And let's just talk about the sleeve for a minute, because we don't always do this, Allie. So we usually do an elbow or we do a 3/4. This falls in between. This is that ballet sleeve. And look how it has this romantic quality to it, like this, if you think of a ballerina, I mean, you don't have to stand on your toes to wear this, but Allie probably would, right?
No, I'm just teasing. You know, I find it to be just a really flattering length. It gives you that coverage. Flat. It covers
the elbow
under here, right? But it also is appropriate for the season. It's still lightweight. If you throw on a denim jacket or a cardigan or wear it on its own, it works. But the fabric is so good. How many are you going to grab? Because really, when each one becomes about $22 and change,
that's just crazy town.
This is the core. This is the tried and true. Listen, I think about tops like this when you have to go to the grocery store and you did not prepare, you didn't meal plan, you didn't make a list, but you know those core things that you would not leave the grocery store without. That's like what this is for your wardrobe. You wouldn't put together an outfit without these tops. They're your essentials, they're your favorites, and then we do it at a fabulous value. So the apple and the clear blue, perfection. Okay, so it's that apple red and then the clear blue sky. It's called sky blue. Gray and white, this is how you get your new white t-shirt, okay? The peach and the dark teal, I like that it gives you a soft pastel, but then like a saturated, rich color. So those are two nice shades to work into your wardrobe. Medium orchid, Mwah, my favorite.
And it's pink day, so you have to think about this
I
one.
love this shade.
It's a pretty shade.
And it looks good on so many different skin tones.
It
and
does.
then to have a black.
And you always need a new, whether it's white or black, you always need those new basics.
Yep.
Because if you check yours out over the course of a season, they just change. And so
they're often the hardest working pieces in our wardrobe.
they are.
And so I think they wear a little faster
I
than
love
other.
this color too.
Yeah, this one's called the Willow.
Jackie's wearing this color.
I like that it's like it's not lime, you know, it kind of like it's avocado green.
It's like avocado, yeah.
And then that one does come with the natural.
Avocados are good for you.
They are. My daughter eats a lot of avocados. $44.98. So wait, is this good equally as if you don't have vegetables that day? You could say,
You can just wear right.
Perfect.
Exactly.
The fabric that you know and love. It also, the other thing too, Gary, you've worked in fashion for a very long time.
1,000 years.
1,001 years before the dinosaurs. No,
Yes.
I'm just teasing. But you know, a lot of ways and a lot of things that happen is fabrics change in terms of how do we make it more efficient? How do we make it more cost affordable? Maybe we cut out, you know, the nice binding and we don't do these added details just to make it more affordable. We didn't do that with this everyday value.
Right.
We still gave you the best of Denim & Company, why you've shopped for Denim & Company for what, over 3 decades, but then also coupled together a value.
Well, that's what I love about our essentials, Allie, is that it's a brand extension of Denim & Company, and it's all about those classic basic pieces that you live your life in. So on a day-to-day basis, when you wake up in the morning, you're tired, you're late, whatever it happens to be, you just want something comfortable. You're typically gonna go to these classic pieces and put on with your favorite pant, maybe the Today Special Value, whatever it is. These are the live your life pieces. They really are. And use them as underpinnings, under jackets, under cardigans. Wear them on their own, you know, when the time is appropriate. They're a canvas for you. They launder beautifully. They travel beautifully. Whatever you need them for. We actually love favorite jersey in Denim & Company because it's got rayon in it. And it's cotton rich and breathable, but Allie, that rayon is what makes this feel so good against your skin.
It gives it the drape too. See, let me go through colors because if you want that peach that Morgan was wearing, she has the peach and she also got that dark teal. Now there's only 800 of these to go around and we've got a big day ahead of us. 800 is not very many. What about the willow and the natural?
I love the
That's
willow.
what Jackie was wearing. So if you wanted to know, she gets the willow and then the natural. There's only about 900 to go around. If you want the white option, you've got to get the gray and white.
And by
There's
the way,
fewer than 1,000.
Where do you find a gray top like this?
Good point.
I mean, I think it's like this with white jeans or white pants in the summertime with your silver sneakers.
Yes, well, we had the Revital. I don't know why I have to like pose for you. The Revitaline sneaker also came in gray.
Did it?
It looks very modern.
It
too,
does.
and very
It's
timeless.
very cool, yeah.
This one's medium orchid, and then here you get your black tee. Now this one's been a really popular set. The only problem is there's only 500.
Oh,
and it is
wow.
our only order of the entire year. So as we're counting these down, keep that in mind. Put them in your cart and check out at $44.98. With prices kind of what they are, when we really do an everyday value, it's like the value is in all capitals. And it also, I think, really encompasses what we do best with QVC and our own brand like Denim & Company is not only the value, but we don't skimp on quality.
No.
Somebody could say, oh, it's a great price for X, Y, or Z, but it's not the best quality, right? We still give you both.
It's the same quality.
Yes.
We don't change anything. I mean, the truth, the transparency is that when we do these sets for you, we can bring that value to you because we are doing these sets. And so it's the same fabric, it's the same factory, it's the same quality, everything's the same, except you get that gorgeous ballet sleeve, which we don't always do, and I get a lot of requests for. And that ballet sleeve is going to cover your elbow a little bit shorter, a little bit longer than a elbow and a little bit shorter than a 3/4.
3,000 have been spoken for. I don't have my measurements with me, Jackie, so remind me again, are you 5'9"?
I'm 5'9"
and then the
large.
large, and you're in the willow.
Yes.
Morgan's in the 2X 5'8", right?
Yeah,
Oh, can you just take in like the color?
Yeah.
Because everybody has a second at home, right? None of us are a pair.
No.
Okay, do you wear green?
No, I don't.
Okay, you do. You need.
Everybody says
Tell everybody that Jackie needs to wear green. Look how
Jackie
gorgeous.
needs to wear green because
Right?
that is gorgeous on you.
It really does. I know
you.
because your eyes are that like icy blue, but it kind of pulls out the more green.
Green in the eyes, yeah. Thank
So
you.
good. And then Morgan in this peach
Beautiful.
looks like a porcelain doll. Like your skin looks so good in that, but it's a pastel that's not going to wash you out. And remember, Morgan also gets that dark teal choice. So a day when she wants to do a little bit more saturated color, she can. Morgan's in the 2X. Nothing clings to the body, so it's not going to cling around the tummy. It gives you a really nice length, and then that ballet sleeve is so feminine. I have on the orchid, which means I also have a great black t-shirt, which you could dress up, but there's only 300. For real? And listen, and that is the only order of the year. I felt like that's what my kids do when they're like, no! When I don't let them get more like water ice.
Are you stamping your foot?
A little bit. Yeah, my bunny does that too when he gets upset.
The bunny does?
Yeah, they stamp their feet, but
That's a whole other.
Yeah, that's a
that's
whole
other show, right?
Yes, correct. For $44.98, you're going to be hard pressed to find favorite jersey for even $22.98.
Yeah, you won't find this value. I'm telling you, honestly.
Yeah, you spend that much on one top.
You do.
Yeah, look on QVC.com.
Yeah, just check it out.
Willow and natural. Willow natural, there's 700. Peach and dark teal, only order of the year, and there's only 600, and that's across all sizes. Gray and the white combo, there's 700. I would grab more than one. Orchid and black, there's now 200. What am I gonna wear the rest of the show? Apple red and clear sky, there's about 400 to go around. That's now 4,000 spoken for in this dynamic duo of perfect jersey, or excuse me, favorite jersey, and now 4,000 spoken for.
It makes sense to me.
Yeah, Gary, thank you so much.
Good. I'll see you in a little bit,
You've got a big
though.
day ahead of you. We're gonna see, so Morgan's outfit,
Yeah.
we're gonna look at that whole outfit, so stay close. Hey, do me a favor, go snag some of those apples Kim got